Hi, this is episode 3 or video tutorial 3 of our Getting Started series, Shopify DIY, Do It Yourself. Today we're going to look at collections and navigation. Now, when we get to some of the more complex areas of multi-level navigation, you're going to find that you're not going to be able to see the results until we do the theme in the next video. It's a bit of a chicken and egg. If we do the theme first, you're not going to see how that looks good because we haven't got the navigation and collections in place. So we chose to do the navigation and collections first. Okay, so this is our admin panel. In the last video, we uploaded our products. There are quite a lot of products, so it's going to take a couple of seconds to load, but there you go. You can see that our products exist. If you look at the front end, we had that one product, but in our catalog here, you can see all of our products exist, and there are roughly 2,000 products or so loaded into this. We cheated. We used a CSV file. Well, we didn't cheat. We loaded our products with a CSV file. That CSV file came from our dropshipping network, Dropshipping by Global Crafts. If you're interested in dropshipping products, in other words, selling products that you do not have to purchase in advance or own, you might want to take a look at that. Okay, today we're going to look at collections. So we've got about 2,000 products, and it's really difficult for a consumer to find our products because we haven't organized them in any way. Collections are basically the equivalent to categories in most other e-commerce platforms. Okay, so let's start by adding a collection. There are basically two types of collections. There are collections that we call smart collections, and there are collections that are manually set. So there are manual and automatic. We've got these manual and smart collections. Okay, so we're going to start off by just showing you how to do a manual collection. And I'm going to call this featured products. And the reason for that is that I will use this when we set up our theme to be the products that show up on our home page. Typically, I would always make the featured products a manual selection because I want absolute control over what I'm showing on the home page. We can give it an image if we want. If we don't give it an image, it will pick up an image if it needs to, depending on where it's being displayed in the theme from the products that are within it. We're going to just save that. So we've created a collection now. Our collection is called Featured Products. It does not have any products in it because we set it as a manual. And it has a pretty terrible search engine preview because it doesn't have a description. So let's start off by adding some products. As you click on this and you start typing, you're going to find that it starts suggesting products. So I'm going to just pick a few at random. Every time I click on them, the tick box comes up, the products start appearing. Let's do some pottery. There we go. Well, let's do one of those, one of those, one of those, just for the sake of argument. Okay, so now we've got a collection of around 5 products. 3 of them are hidden because they must be out of stock, so that wasn't very clever of me. So let's pick a few more that I'm confident that we've got in stock. That's maybe not. That's okay. Let's see what we've got there now. There we go. We've got quite a few that are in stock and a few that are out of stock. Okay, so our search engine preview looks terrible. We'd want to do something about that. So we'd want to give it, a better title. Featured handmade products from XYZ. And then I'd give it a description here for Google search engine or any other search engine. Okay, that'll do for the example. You'd want to do a bit better than that. Okay, so that collection now exists. Okay, and if we look at collections, you will see that a collection exists. Okay, that's a really hard way to do it, and we would only do that for the homepage. Typically, we would want to add collections that are smart collections. So let's do one for Asian metal art. Yeah, I don't necessarily have to give it a description if I don't want to display a description, but if I don't, I'm going to want to change the search engine preview afterwards. This is an automatic collection based on criteria. I know that all of my Haitian metal art products have certain characteristics at the end. They either have Dash Caribbean Crafts, which is the one producer, or they have Dash Quadribouquet H, which Quadribouquet, which is the other producer. Okay, so I'm going to do product title ends with, and then I'm just going to copy and paste here to make sure I don't get any spelling errors. Well, I'm going to go into it to copy and paste. Okay, copy, paste. And you should start pretty immediately seeing products start to pop up. Any condition. If I'm going to have more than one condition, I need to have any condition. So let's do product title ends with, and let's grab one of the quite a bouquet. Let's not do ends, let's do contains because it's not at the end. Let's do contains. And I'm going to save that, and you'll start to see a preview of the products that are included in that collection. So now down here, we'll start to see the products load up. It's automatically selecting everything that meets the criteria. Okay. Show you a couple of other ways to do that. So let's save that. That's already saved. Okay, let's go back to my collections. Now let's add a new collection. And I don't even really necessarily want to save this collection. I just want to show you some of the options here. So we can build smart collections based on the product title, product type, the vendor. You could do prices, so you can do products between $0 and $25, that sort of thing. You can do the compare at price, particularly if you're trying to build a sale category out. That's very useful. Okay, you could do weight, so you could do like oversize or heavy or whatever. And then here you can do it is either equal to something, not equal to something, is greater than, less than, starts with, ends with, contains, does not contain. And in here, and particularly, in here we're going to put the criteria. So a common way to do this is to use the product tagging. When we created products, we talked about product tags. So it's quite common to do product tag is equal to jewelry, earrings, whatever. You can tag your products. If you don't have anything within the name of the products that works for this, the common solution is to go in and tag your products. Okay, so that's just, let me just make another one just so that we have a secondary one. Let's do Asian metal holiday. Okay, so in this case, I only want to put the holiday. And in this case, I want to do ends with, and if we go back here, this is a holiday product and it's indicated with the H. That's how I did it when I set up my products. We've just tagged it, but that's the way we chose to do it. I'm going to click on any condition here, and I'm going to click save. Okay. Okay, so when we come to our navigation, what we're going to want is a link at the top of our page which says catalog. When we click on it, we're going to expect to see something here called Haitian Metal Art. And ultimately, when we've changed our theme later on, we're going to want to see that pop out and say holiday, so that it's a subcategory of Haitian metal art. Okay, let's go to navigation. So navigation is in the sales channels. It's part of the look and feel of the store. So it's in the online store content, and it's navigation. You can see where that catalog already exists here in what is already defined as a main menu. I'm going to leave that intact for now, but I am going to add a category called Asian art. I'm going to link that to a collection, and that collection is the collection that we created called Haitian Metal Art. And we've got a new menu here, and I'm going to call this catalog. And the reason I'm calling it catalog is because I want it to be a drop down from the catalog in the main menu. And the way that Shopify works is it's looking for a relationship between the names of the menus. So let me show you that. So once we've saved that and we go back to our navigation here, you will see that we've got catalog here in the main menu, and then we've got a sub menu called catalog. Let's have a look at that, how that actually works in practice. I'm going to refresh that screen. We now have a drop down from catalog, and we have this link called Haitian Metal Art. When I click on Haitian Metal Art, it brings up the collection that we created earlier called Haitian Metal Art. And we can see that because when we do this, in the edit menu, we can see that we told it to look for the collection Haitian Metal Art. I could call this whatever I wanted. It doesn't have to be the same as the collection title, so I could call the link Metal Art. It still links to the collection Haitian Metal Art, and if I refresh the page, now on the drop down you've got the concept Metal Art. Okay, so what we also created was Metal Art Holiday. So we would normally want to say within the Metal Art, well, there's a subcategory called Holiday. Let's create the menu for that. Let's go to navigation. We want it to be under this Metal Art. So let's add one called Metal Art. And let's create here Holiday Collection. Metal Art Holiday. Save. And I just want to check before we go any further, because we changed the name of this after we made it, did it change? No, that should work fine. Okay, so let's go here and let's do a refresh. Now, it isn't going to be there because this is a free theme, and the free theme will not show the dropout menu. In the next tutorial, we're going to change the theme, and when we change the theme to a theme that's capable of showing a submenu, we are going to expect to see some subcategories here, and in this case, holiday. Okay, so that is how you create your collections in products here. Okay, and then you then have to go and build them into navigation through the online store here. The free themes only allow one level of navigation, so you can have catalog, you can have metal art, home decor, etc., etc., etc. What it will not allow is these sub navigation levels, and we're going to show you that in the next video. Thanks.